Adam, how'd you kind of characterize the day today?
Yeah, I mean, bit of a slow day compared to yesterday. Still was 68. It wasn't quite firing on all cylinders. Missed a few fairways, missed a few greens, and missed a few putts that looked pretty good. Just didn't really get the momentum going. And but hopefully that's my slow day for the week.
Kind of feel like with the slow day, you're still right in contention heading into the weekend. What do you feel like you maybe need to improve upon from today heading into Saturday?
Yeah, just a couple more fairways, a couple more greens would be nice. A couple more looks out there. I mean, you got to give yourself a lot of looks here, and missed a few too many iron shots today, but was just a little off. I felt like the strikes were good, but the start line kind of was not. I looked up and it wasn't really where I was thinking. So a bit of timing, and I think I can find that on the range pretty easily.
When you come from a U.S. Open to a place like this where you go from defensive golf maybe at times to now offensive golf, do you feel like coming from a U.S. Open, though your mind's sharp, your game is sharp because you were working so hard at that you come here and you feel like you can fire on all cylinders and kind of go after it a little bit?
Yeah, I think there's something where obviously it's not as penal as a U.S. Open, and it gives you a little freedom. I don't know, you give yourself a break, and after a week of not aiming at a pin, you can aim at a pin, and that can sometimes spark good things. And it's that one shot that you aim at the pin and hit it stiff that frees you up, and you find your rhythm again. There's no doubt U.S. Opens are demanding. It's nice to come back and make some birdies.
You've won all different ways. Obviously tough, tough, low, high scoring, and then going very low. Do you like either one more or less?
Yeah, I probably sit somewhere in that kind of mid-range scoring where it's tough but rewards the good play. My performance at US Opens is nothing to brag about, where it's even par. I generally shoot over par, but I think where that balance of the ball striking and the putting out there, when they're both pretty good, and that scoring's around 12 and 14 under, I think's a good spot. Otherwise, I also like getting out there and making a lot of birdies too. I'm happy to freewheel it a bit. It takes all kinds to win these events, though.
As we kind of get towards, we're in the big part, obviously getting towards the playoffs and everything, and still one more major. You like where your game is at this time of the season?
Yeah, I do. I mean, if I can just erase a little miscut at the US Open out, I had 3 top 10s in my last 4 events. Everything was looking pretty good, and through 2 days here, it still feels pretty good. So I'd like to keep this going and keep notching up the results and try and make a big run the next few weeks into the playoffs and get amongst it.
Thanks, Adam.
Thank you. Thank you.